Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So a lot of people have been asking what kind of camera I use for my pictures and how am I getting my portrait photography very sharp, how am I able to focus well, and a lot of comments on the camera I use. It's gonna amaze you. I use a very low end. Apparently it's a low end camera because it's no more being produced, and it's a Sony A6000. This is a camera, very small. It can actually fit in my pockets. And the reason why I like this camera for my photography is because it's very portable. And one thing I like most about the camera is that for a 7-year-old camera, with the pictures I'm getting in 2021, it's worth it. So if you are starting photography this year, or you are venturing to photography, you're a beginner and you don't want to spend too much, I think you can go in for this camera. Yeah, it has been discontinued, but then you can still get it on eBay for like pre-owned for like $350 or $450, depending on the package the person is coming with, right? Yeah, so this camera is one of my favorite cameras so far. I've tried Canon, I've tried Nikon, but then I really love Sony cameras because they're able to give you a very high dynamic range, and your pictures are very soft. You kind of have your way around the images as well. And because I have synced it with my Capture One I use on my machine, I have a very consistent look through all my images. I'm going to make a video on how I edit my pictures on Capture One pretty soon. But basically this is the camera I use, and I still get the quality I want from my images. The amazing thing about this camera is that you can still use the high-end camera because it's an E-mount camera. You can have the high-end camera lenses on it, like the Sigma lenses. You can have a very old camera, or let's say a 7-year-old camera, but then when you put on the lenses, you are gonna get very sweet images. So it's not always about the camera. When you have multiple lenses, you can change and then have very good images depending on what you are looking for. Yeah, so this is the camera I use. It's very affordable, it's very portable, and I still get the images I want. I actually use an artisan lens, which is a 55mm f1.4. When I bought the camera, it came with it. I didn't really enjoy the lens because I didn't know my way around it. I always used to have autofocus lens, like lenses that have autofocus, then I can actually autofocus. But then when I started using manual lenses, I really enjoyed it, and I'm able to manipulate the depth of field. One thing I also like about the Sony A6000 is you have your peaking levels, so you are able to have your camera selecting your model or your subject, focusing on that particular image, and then you take your pictures. So when it comes to focusing too, this camera is really good at focusing. It can still detect the face for the price, and then for its years, it's been like 7 years in the system, and it still works photography. So if you are thinking of having a new camera or having a camera for your photography, I can recommend this camera to use too. But if you're not getting on the market, you can try the Sony A6300 and A6400, A6500. They are all very good cameras you can use for your photography. Yeah, so that's all for today's video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click the like button so that anytime I drop any video, you're able to get a notification and watch it. So until then, peace out.